I'm going to show you how easy it is to go from this Onefinity Woodworker to this Onefinity Journeyman.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the router and the Z-axis. Be careful unplugging those plastic connectors, they break pretty easy. I'll do the same thing with the X-35, remove that rail. And here's a side-by-side comparison for you, this versus the X-50. You can see it's a lot wider. Now I'm going to remove my old worn-out spoil board, and I need to put a bigger one down anyway, but here's my brain fart. I didn't think that my table was going to be too short. I was short by about 6 inches. So I'm going to, yeah, a little disappointing, but I just quick whipped up a new one. I put some MDF down and then some plywood on top of that. Got it to be 73 inches wide. And then I'm just going to use the steps on the Onefinity page on squaring up your machine. I'm not going to bore you with it here. You can go right there and watch how to do it. Plenty of other people with the YouTube videos on it.
Just wanted to jump in here real quick and let you know you won't see me installing a drag chain kit in this video because they're not cross-compatible. The old one I had doesn't work on the Journeyman. So I've ordered the Journeyman model, and I'll leave a link in the description for the one I ordered. If you want to get one yourself, go for it. I'm not sponsored, don't know the person, just get it off Etsy. So yeah, just wanted to let you know.
So now we put back on that router and the Z-axis, and now we're gonna run all the cords, and they do give you an extension cord because the X rail is wider, so you can use that extension to connect to your Y rails. So plug all these in. So with the new Journeyman, you're gonna need to reset your step motor limits for the X distance. So fire up your machine, be sure you're set in millimeters. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to motor 0, right under motors here, and we're gonna go make sure we're on the X, and we're gonna go right down to travel per rev, and that needs to be 16 millimeters. So that one's right here. Set that to 16, and then we're gonna go to max soft limit down a little bit further, and that needs to go from 816. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna put that to 1219. Now when we're done, be sure to save. I didn't talk about that here, but you gotta hit save when you're done with this. And also, if you are an Imperial guy, be sure to set your units back to Imperial and to save those as well. All right, now the time to set up the new spoil board. And this is something I learned from Jeff over at Two Moose Designs. Just run your machine to each of the 4 corners and mark the 4 points so you know where the spoil board needs to lay out. It just tells you the size of spoil board you need. Just make sure it covers these dots. I mean, it's kind of easy and simple. And then next, I'm just going to use a surfacing bit to flatten the surface of my spoil board, make sure it's all even. And then I'm going to use a V-bit to make a 2-inch grid all across my spoil board. I like to have that to be able to line up my projects. Here's a little overview of what it looks like. Just 2-inch squares everywhere. And then after that, I'm going to take an upcut bit, end mill, and drill some holes so I can add these threaded inserts. I want to use those to hold down my projects. You know, I can put some hold downs on there. So here's a look at that. And yeah, so just for reference, what I'm going to show you here is the width of the Woodworker, and that was about 32. And here's the width of the Journeyman, and on my setup it's about 48, so it's a lot larger. But just wanted to say, you know, thanks for watching, and yeah, go be great.